Good morning, everyone, and welcome to part 9 of building Uncle Dorkel. You can see that I'm cutting up. You probably wonder what the pizza box is doing here, but that's what we're saving to build up the head on Uncle Dorkel here. Let me show you what I'm trying to do here. Trying to give the head some body and some roundness in the old goat way. What I did is put some cardboard, some strips of cardboard. I didn't do this side yet. What you see there is that paper towel that I put in. But I'm going to put some cardboard in here. I'm trying to build the head up so that it's rounded. It's still got straight sides. So, like I say, I'm no artist. So I'm trying my best. But I use strips of cardboard and I bend them so that it'll give like a curvature. But it's not working out too well here. So we're going to have to add maybe just one more layer of cardboard and masking tape here. Now also, I tried to get a ring in here, bend a ring in here like I did in the other one on the other side here when I had the old setup. It didn't work out. I couldn't bend it properly. It'd come out lousy, so I just cut it off. Just going to be a little lever. That works quite well. So I'm going to do is to put another layer of cardboard on this. I'll briefly videotape it, but it's a very time-consuming thing, and I don't want these videos to last forever. When I made my Halloween costumes, that's all I used is cardboard and masking tape, basically, and whatever color paint. Like when I made that toilet costume, I did that. Thought I was swinging the world by the tail. Thought I could never be blue. I thought I'd been loved, and I thought I'd been kissed. But that was before I met you. La da dee 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 dee. La da da, la da da. That was before I met you. I thought I was swinging the world by the tail. Right. I set it in place with a couple of pieces of masking tape here. That gives me still straight. Well, it might have to have straight sides. It might have to have straight sides. It took me weeks to make that toilet costume. Weeks, and I kid you not. Shim underneath that. Up into here. roundness to it. Come back in this video when I get this part done. Well, as you can see, it's more rounded than this bottom part, which I didn't do yet. But that's not the biggest issue. I wanted it to not, so I can't get this into camera view here, so it may not be in focus because I'm not set on macro. The straight sides. Now, I may have to live with the straight sides. Also, on the back of this, I cut this out completely so that I can put anything in here if I have to work on it, because when I get the right dome, I can put the dome on here. Originally, I wanted to be able to have the dome removable so that I can work in here, but that's not necessary. I have enough room now that I can work in it. Now, over here, off camera, these indentations on this bottle here have been filled in with plastic. I cut strips of plastic from the original back cover, because I'm going to make another one, and made it straight and level here. Over here, of course, I did it with the cardboard too, so that makes it nice and straight here. So I'll have something to screw the back cover to. I'm hoping I have enough wig to have a beard on this so I can cover up all these imperfections, including the jaw that I'm going to be building. But all this part here has to be smooth. If I want a bald head on this guy, it's got to be smooth, and that's going to be hard to do. Eyebrows, of course, will go here, but above up this point here, and the top has all got to be smooth. Well, I don't know if these bowls are going to work out too good, but anyways, let's look into view here a little bit more. I rounded it out. You can see it's a little bit more rounded, but it's still straight-sided. There's not much I can do. I even added a protruding forehead, and that's what I wanted. But if I put a cap on this guy, looks like he's got one of them 50s beanie cap. All you need is a pinwheel on top. Well, no, this is not going to be that. It's going to be a bald head. But it's flat here. It's got that ridge in it. I can't use that, but I just wanted to see. See, it's still not round. It's still, you can see it still don't fit in there right. Now I can build it up with masking tape, but I would prefer to keep the bald head completely smooth so when I paint it, it'll look good. I think what I'm going to end up probably doing is either using something like this or building my own and using one of those ball caps. But I have to wait to Halloween time, or close to Halloween time, so I can buy these things, because they're not out in the stores yet. Hopefully it doesn't cost me $6, $7 just for one ball cap, because I need that rubber for around the mouth too. So anyways, I don't think these bowls are going to work out, but you can see that I built up into here. I built this up. There's a double layer of plastic here, and the back cover is going to go, it's going to secure to here and secure here. And of course there's going to have to be hair from this point down and baldness from here up. Getting this smooth for the baldness is going to be a big task. I can't work with modeling clay. I've never worked with it in my life, and I'm not about to start now. I mean, I used to do putty stuff when I was a kid, for crying out loud, but you know, in school, but that's childish stuff. But I've never made a human form. So anyways, okay, some more modifications and changes. Notice something different? Yes, I had to cut this big clumsy looking thing off of here because it sticks out way too much. I wanted him to have a big chin. So what we're going to do is we fabricated, or started to fabricate out of cardboard, building up the center here and make a chin. But it was way too much with them things sticking out. So I'm going to drill a hole here, and we're going to attach this on here. But before I do that, I got a piece of 1/8 inch steel rod. Remember, I bought steel rod first to do the eye mechanism. We're going to form that, and we're going to fasten that. I'm going to drill the holes, and we're going to push this form right through here. Then we're going to fasten this cardboard to it. Now if you notice, I got a hole drilled right in here, so I can feed this wire right straight through. This will be the chin wire. Of course, I got to bend this wire more. It's just the estimate bend right now. Okay, I bent it a little more now, so it's got to go through these holes. But before it can go through the holes, I got to make very sure it's going to fit properly. I might have to trim this a little shorter. I was going to make a hinged jaw, but when this moves, it doesn't pivot. It has to be in like a slot. So I probably won't make a hinged jaw out of it. This I formed out of cardboard, and what it's going to be is like that, and I'll probably trim this up a little bit more yet when I'm ready to put it in, but this metal will keep it formed properly. I'll probably have to somehow secure that to this. Naturally, when I put this on, I can't get it through the hole, so I'm going to have to put the metal in first and then build around it. Alright, I put a piece of metal in here and just taped it on each end to hold it in place. Siliconed it in. I'll probably use some of this for the jaw. So the jaw don't stick out as much as it did before, and that's what I want, because that's the way it's going to have to be. I can't hinge it. I tried making it hinged and it just won't work. So the whole support is going to be right here, and then everything's going to be fastened to this bar. And we'll put the cardboard on, or something like it if I don't use that. So that's all I'm going to do for today. I'll have to let the silicone dry up, and if we got time on this video, we'll come back. Otherwise, it'll be in the next part.